Okay. The fence has to be at least 6 feet tall. So use the existing fence on site and basically any existing structures, and just use hundreds and hundreds of zip ties to get the fencing to match up. It doesn't have to be perfect. So some of the steel posts, these specifically the ones with a T-shape, are really good and sturdy. If you pull the caps off of the existing fence, you can just slide it right in. Be very careful and try not to damage the fence as much as possible. We want to make sure that Pioneer welcomes us back.
And what do you do with the caps?
The caps we would take and move to the membership booth and keep them until we tear down again on Sunday. So when you run out of fence, basically just start zip tying one end to the end and just keep going. Yep. Okay, so once you reach the end of the actual fencing, you'll want to put another section down lower and then tie them together as needed. And then transition along here. Keep in mind that the fence doesn't have to be perfect. Our goal is to prevent people from jumping over the fence. We're not trying to keep wild animals out. The spacing between your poles when you're putting them into the ground, these are the long spikes. You want to use the hard metal ones. They're about 20 feet is about a good distance, and that gets you enough poles and gets you enough tension if you pull it really tight. So this, after being up for less than 24 hours tore, that's because someone tied it just on the top. You want to grab multiple ones and then tie them together. So to minimize damaging the fence here, especially this is the curved section of the existing fencing, the black stuff. The black fencing, we just found if you take the lighter stakes, the U-shaped ones, you can just zip tie to the existing pole and then put up what you need on top of it. It just saves a lot of time. Okay, this is the west side, and basically this is where a lot of the Carnival trailers are. And the goal is to, between Carnival fencing and our green fencing, make sure it's blocked off so it's clear to the public. They cannot enter through this side. The only entrances allowed by the public are on the south and east sides. You're just going to have to get creative depending on how the Carnival company sets up, communicate with them so that you're not blocking off Carnival staff from their trailers, but we want to make sure the public doesn't have access, and it's a dangerous area back here, so we have to be careful. So this is an open section on the southwest corner, and what we're doing is we make this too high, double high, and then we take off the cap here, set it in, and then we've zip tied these carabines here, and we want to make sure it wraps around the thick portion, and that way at night after 9 o'clock we can block off this section, but then during the day the Carnival people can still get to their trailers. This is the south entrance. During the day, we keep this open for patrons to come in and out, but then at 9 o'clock, when the rules get enforced for minimum tickets and no entry after 10, then we will put either a police cruiser or a security company cruiser, or get some carnival fencing to block off the area. People can leave, but they can't come in this way after 9 o'clock.